Morning. It is March the 14th. It is 8:01 in the morning. Rise and shine, my friends. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note. Listen, it is stunning here in Central Florida. A live look outside. This is from our new Smyrna Beach tower cam, and things there are looking gorgeous. That sun is on its way up. Oh man, it's a good day. And it's not just a good day because it's beautiful here in Central Florida. I've got my super heavy Starship t-shirt. It's looking good. It's looking good. Yeah. It's because we've got a launch today. They just pushed it back, now targeting the 9 o'clock hour, I believe, if memory serves. So, hold on one second. Kellyanne's texting me, of course. There's a ton of views, and they're all great, period. Sorry. So anyway, it's beautiful this morning. We've got Starship. It's going to be great. I'll be streaming it live on all of my social channels. I thought I was going to... All right, so they're targeting 9:10 a.m. now. They're clearing boats out of the area. So 9:10 a.m. Eastern time. I will say that I will stream it. I'm going to be excited to watch it. The third test. I've got my t-shirt on. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, all right, enough of that. We can nerd out afterward. But for now, for the current situation, we're quiet. Our live first warning live Doppler radar is good. Why are my temperatures out of date? Hold on. Let me fix this. It's not 78 in Orlando. I don't know why that stopped. Probably because I need to log in here. Hold on a second. I messed this up. All right, I'm on the server. Task scheduler. Because see how the temperatures are bad? It's because I have 5-minute observation data that runs. Which they're not showing up, which is the most peculiar thing. That is interesting. All right, so I'm just going to switch to the hourly observations for the moment because the 5-minute obs are not in my list. That is the weirdest thing. All right, here's the hourly observations. I'll look at that later. 64 degrees right now in Orlando. It's 58 in the Villages. I mean, the hourly observations came in within the last 5 minutes, so it's not like they're out of date, but there's something I'm going to need to apparently fix, which I don't know why. It's just weird that those things went away. So we'll figure it out. Cool. Not cool. All right. At any rate, it's beautiful outside this morning. Temperatures today are going to be looking good through the day. Jeannie says, I like the 70s, though. Oh, we'll get there. We're going to keep going today. 82 by 1 o'clock. 86 degrees, our high temperature today. We did a software update, and I'm wondering if that software update blew out my scripts, which if it did, then that stinks, and I'll have to do some things. So there you go. There you go. 82 by 1 o'clock today. 86 degrees, our high temperature on the day. So it's going to be toasty warm. Here's a look around Central Florida today. Average high temperature, 79. We're up to 86 in Orlando, 84 degrees in the Villages, 78 degrees in Daytona Beach. So yeah, it's going to be a toasty warm day. It's going to be a toasty warm day. We're not talking about records today, but it's going to be a toasty warm day. Here's the forecast and the records, and you can see not really looking at records, so not a big concern there. Yeah. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. That's where we're at today. We've got super heavy going up in Texas. That's definitely the big story. High pressure and control for us. Nice and warm today. We're just going flat out hot, though, for your Friday, for your Saturday, and even for your Sunday. Although on Sunday, we're going to start to watch this here storm system. It's going to eventually become a cold front that will work our direction. And basically by Sunday night, it will be a cold front working in, bringing showers and thunder showers to Central Florida come Monday. All right? So looking at the 7-day forecast, and we can, pick through and all that fun stuff, deep dive, yada, yada, yada. But you'll see the rain chances there on Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, we drop the temperatures just a little bit. Now, I don't know about you all, but I'm on spring break next week. The kids are on spring break next week. And I just find it funny that we've got a little cold front sneaking on through. It's ironic, don't you think? It's like Rehiane on your wedding day. A free ride when you already paid. Good advice that you just didn't take. Who would have thought? It figures. So if you have plans for St. Patrick's Day Sunday, hot, breezy, maybe a shower, all said, our weekend forecast is looking good. A mix of clouds and sunshine there. So be ready for the heat, but understand that the roller coaster of temperatures means we drop back off by early next week. So yeah, that's where we're at. Taylor says Volusia is the week after next. Yep. Catherine says we will take all the cool weather we can get. Denver's expecting 4 feet of snow. Where is the justice? They live in Denver. The justice is we live in the Sunshine State where we don't know what an inch of snow is like. Look how pretty that is right now. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of your dreams, Lauren, and then meeting his beautiful wife. Isn't it ironic? It's like a cold front on your spring break. It's the free trip that you just didn't take. It's the good meteorological advice. I don't know. I actually can sing mediocrely. I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to try and then you make fun of me. So if I do it particularly bad, then you're making fun of me is nothing crazy. Don't you think? Taylor, I know. Husband's on vacation just in time for a cold front. We plan on heating the pools today. My pool's heated. Stuart Moore told me that he turned his pool heater on. Yeah. And to that point, mentioning that, hold on, let me type it in. For those of us that have heated pools, today's a great pool day. Love that. I don't know if to be a rock star, I'd have to have the microphone up here, right? It's a cat 5 when it's a cat 6. Who would have thought? Catastrophic. Oh, man. I know Frank. My brother, of course. I just wanted to go to the movies with her. Jesus. Thanks, Frank. David's asking, who's the new traffic girl? She's a reporter at our station. She's a reporter at our station, but has experience doing traffic at her previous station, which was one of our Hearst stations. So, yeah. So she has the traffic experience, and I was texting. I'm in a group text, and Megan Mackey was texting. She's on an airplane doing her thing, so yeah. Nikki, did you know that the chief met at one of the TV stations in Jacksonville is Mike Burrish? I heard his name on a commercial yesterday and did a double take because my ears heard Burris. So, yeah, Nikki, I am familiar. I was in Starbucks, ironically, yesterday, and the young lady saw me wearing like a West shirt or something, and she's like, oh, you work at a TV station. I'm from Jacksonville. And I was like, well, I'm Eric Burris, not Mike Burrish. And she's like, wait, what? It was, anyway, yeah. I suppose you had to be there. Jeannie, did the other traffic person leave? No, Megan's just on vacation, but we're using Paola just to fill in. So, hey, listen. She's got the experience, so why wouldn't we enjoy that, right? Yeah. All right. Couple of days away from the official start of spring, and just kind of figures that on the official start of spring, those temperatures drop just a little bit. It figures. Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly. Anyway, can't do that. That's copyright infringement. Tim says, "You TV guys get vacation, question mark?" We do, if we're allowed to take it, which isn't always the thing. Yeah. So, we do. We do. All right, so 7-day forecast, and then we can dive in a little more long-rangey, okay? 7-day forecast, upper 80s tomorrow, mid 80s today. Definitely starting this warmer, warmer, warmer. And you know what they say? Beware, 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 the Ides of March. Heat on. William, I love your shirt. I'll give you $3,000 for it. Shoot, I'll sell it for $3,000. Hashtag pro tip, though. You just Google Starship t-shirt online. People sell it. I mean, I'll take $3,000 for it, but, you know, if you want to pay me $3,000 for it, I'll take it. It's available. I don't sell this. I still have it dialed in from yesterday when we were talking about it. Yeah. But yeah, we are allowed to take vacation when we can. One of the cool things about learning and doing the long-range forecasting, at least for me personally, is this ability to kind of have an idea of when there will be some storms around and to try and avoid that, or at least to prepare for that. Yeah. Janice is asking, I am off next week. Yep. Yep. Publix had pies on sale last year for $3.14. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if they'll enjoy Pie Day like the rest of us. Hold on one second. That's the port period. You can look at the different cruise ship terminals. You can look at the jetty. You can look at Jetty Park. If there's a Falcon 9, you can zoom in on the Falcon period. You just need to ask Master Control to change the camera shot period. We have a new tower cam at the port, and Kellyanne was complaining about it. Not complaining about it. We were discussing it, and she's like, why would you want to look at construction? And it's like, well, there's other shots to look at. It's just because, so here's the funny thing. These tower cams that we have in the weather department, believe it or not, we don't have control over turning the cameras, which to me is the most ridiculous thing. I feel like they're weather cameras. The weather folks should have control of turning them, but we don't. And so Kellyanne's thing, and I don't blame her, her thing is like, why would you want to look at construction of the port? Jeannie's asking who has control. Master Control, Video Control, the people that are in another part of the building that are tuning in live shots do. And here's the thing. And I'm not going to offend anybody. Some people back in Master Control love changing the tower cam angles. And they're really good at keeping it fresh for us. Some people in Master Control literally forget that tower cams can be moved. And thus, it stinks. You're just looking at the same boring thing. So that's why I think us weather people should have control. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. All right. Where's Cam? I don't know. Home right now? Doing the mom things? We need a tour of Master Control on Coffee Talk. Jeannie, yeah, we'll do that. Maybe this weekend. Yeah, when I pop in this weekend, maybe we'll do that. Yeah. Remember when Spaceship Earth and Communicores had Master Control? I just remember, yeah. Communicore, boy, that's going back away. I did see the sized hail. That was ridiculous. Yeah, there was some massive hail in the plains yesterday. Super glad, this is kind of our little chapter of hail here in Florida, or at least the time of year that we usually get hail. And thankfully, we haven't really gotten a massive hailstorm yet this year. Is my soapbox collapsible? It is. Deborah's asking, is that a picture of your plane? No, this is the type of plane I want to buy, but it's not. When I buy an airplane, it will go there. It's just, it's a promotional picture of it. So anyway, all right. Long term, let's look at the old models. This is the American GFS. All right, let's take a look and see. Looking pretty good. High pressure east of us. Some lowering pressure into the weekend. And yeah, into Monday, you can kind of see that 10-12 millibar low crossing the peninsula. And as it moves out, high pressure builds in. Looks like a beautiful day. We'll start to warm by mid-late week next week. Some moisture moving in. That's the 22nd. Little Gulf low. A Gulf low. Who would have ever thought a Gulf low? Now, this one wants to go out to sea because the high pressure area builds in a little stronger. We'll have to see if that plays out. But either way, low pressure impacting on the 22nd. Who would have ever thought that? Cycling, I think so. Right on schedule, I think so. 48 days. Oh, there. See, the model's trying to figure out something that's going east. And then up into the kind of Carolinas, which we know should happen. And then another front coming through around the 27th, 28th. And that's as far out as the GFS goes. Chris says, that looks familiar. It's deja vu all over again. It's correct. It's correct. Look, I'm not going to sit here and be like, we called it 17 years early. But like, you know, we had seen this coming. We knew this was going to be the cycle. And it all lines up. So all right, let me go over to Excel real fast so that we can compare notes. Because I have a terrible memory. Microsoft Excel is loading. Pat says LRC for the win again, right? All right. Fact sheet. Let me pull up my stuff. By the way, if you're new to this whole thing, if you're new to this long-range forecasting stuff or coffee talk, I put out a hurricane forecast, wesh.com/hurricane forecast, okay? And what is that? That's March, like, 22nd. That's cycle day 21. Cycle day 21. Oh, yeah, that's the October 30th part of the pattern. So this part of the pattern. So it should want to be kind of Tampa north, and then it should want to kind of work back over toward the Carolinas, and that part of the pattern will recycle in these time frames. I don't think it's going to be the main part of our weather pattern threatening central Florida, but yeah. So that's the October 30th part. The next one, okay, November 15th part of the pattern. November 15th, so that's cycle day 37. So that means April 7th. So April 7th is going to be this part of the pattern. The April 7th, which let's look at the BSR and kind of see, because the GFS and the other models don't go out far enough. So let's do that. Let's do that. All right. We'll pop up the old BSR. April 7th. Let me calculate this out. So around the 21st. There it is right there. That's the 20th into the 21st. So there it is right there. It's low in the northern Gulf, crossing, and then kind of leaving some scraps around South Florida. You see that around South Florida? Yeah. So that's the next part of the pattern. That's the part of the pattern that we are going to have to watch in particular across our area come hurricane season. Kind of northern Gulf part of it, and then a southern Florida part of it. This was a very complex part of the pattern, and I think will be our biggest threat here in Florida. That'll come back around. So that's the April version. Then the May version is the 19th through the 24th, July 5th through the 10th, and August 21st through the 27th. And on a personal note, I have vacation time scheduled in that window. I did it because there's something I have to go to, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. So anyway, we will see. But for the full write-up for anybody who's interested in it, it's a whole nerd thing. wesh.com/hurricane forecast. Check it out. It's a nerd haven of information for hurricane season, yada, yada, yada. Speaking of nerd haven, in April, just a reminder, we've got that solar eclipse. I wanted to talk a couple of things about this, okay? I'm laughing because I'm hearing people are talking about, like, keeping kids inside for their safety and stuff. So there's going to be a 65% totality. It's not going to look like that. That picture is more that what a totality area would see is the ring around the moon. For us, 65% will be masked. But there are like schools I know that are going to keep their children inside for safety. It would be no different than if you stared at the sun today. People don't do that. So what I would suggest is anybody that is a nerd, which I think I'm talking to a group of nerds here, go on and buy the glasses. I know I'm on the board of the Orlando Science Center. I know that we've got events and glasses and all that stuff to benefit the Orlando Science Center and all the incredible causes that they do. But please go buy some glasses. I've got them. My family's got them. That way we can look at the sun safely. I just laugh that there are people that are like, we've got to keep the kids inside for their safety. We don't keep them inside when the sun's 100%. Why are we going to do it at 65? Well, they might look. They might look today. You know? So anyway, wanted to let you know, Monday, April 8th is going to be that solar eclipse. Okay? We are not in the path of totality. Now, there is another one in 2040 that I believe we are in the path of totality. Right? That's kind of cool. Catherine says, and if you're not near Orlando, check your local eye doctor's office. I've noticed a lot are stocking the glasses. Oh, that's interesting. Brian says, we as a society have lost common sense. I feel like that can be applied. You know? I feel like to keep people safe, we don't want them looking at the sun. Well, that goes for every day of every minute. All right, so they keep pushing it back. So SpaceX just posted the Starship team is go for prop load, but keeping an eye on winds. Now targeting 8:25 a.m. Central Time, which would be 9:25 a.m. Eastern Time. So heads up. Yukon says 2040. Will Eric still be a millennial? You had better back it down. So anyway, I just, don't look at the sun. Whether it's on an eclipse day, whether it's on a normal day, don't look straight at the sun. That's all. Eric, good morning. Did you see the Gulf temperature anomalies and how fast the Gulf warmed up? I'm going to be honest and say I did not look in the last 2 days. Let us look and see what they're saying. Do. All right, this is an old graphic. Give me a second. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling up the things. Interesting that I'm not seeing data. Where is my temperature anomaly graphics? Seriously. That's interesting. I have no idea why the data's not populating. Well, isn't it special? I wonder if when I was doing the software update yesterday, that was like when it's supposed to come in. Cool. Well, I don't have the data, so that's something we get to go figure out. Okay. I can look at just regular sea surface temperatures. Hold on. Interesting. Okay, I'm like, seriously? Okay, interesting. All right, there's sea surface temperatures right now. Loop current waters are at 84 degrees. Central Gulf, they're at 82. So to that point, much of the Gulf is still not able to develop tropical systems. But like the Caribbean, 80 degrees, for anyone that's familiar or unfamiliar, 80 degrees is kind of the magic number. So Caribbean's ready. The Gulf is not there yet, but like the loop current is warm, etc., etc. My chat, at least on my side, seems pretty good. Yeah. Amiana says, not all millennials are equal. And I'm so grateful for that, right? Oh, I don't want to admit that I'm a millennial. But I know producer Kelly, if she's in here, she'd be the first to remind me. I don't know what's worse, looking at the sun or how those new headlights people have at night. Dude, right? Like some of those headlights, like what are y'all doing? Are you trying to blind me? Ah, boy. Millie says, software updates always leave the room for surprise. Love, hate relationships. It's true. So one of the things that the new software update did is when we show you our first warning live Doppler radar on this computer, so some computer systems, here, give me 2 seconds and I'll show you. So remember how there's 2 vendors? So the one vendor, Baron, has a lightning strike counter. You see that? WSI does not, or did not, but apparently I now can. So add lightning counter. Oh, so there you go. I mean, I'm going to make it not look like BH, but I guarantee you, though, another television station in Central Florida will keep it looking like this default red box that screams at you. I will not. I will make it so that our Baron system will look identical to a WSI. Do you notice how I even matched the mapping as best I could? You notice that? The banners are the same. You see that? So you'll see lightning strikes on this source. The water texture is almost the same. So I'll get it there. We'll get it there. It'll be perfect. It'll be good. It'll be all good things because I'm a nerd. Priscilla, no drive-through coffee talk. I'm off of work tomorrow. My kids are off. No, I'm gonna do coffee talk, but I'm not gonna do a drive-through. I know. We'll listen. Coffee talk is on my time, and sometimes I hit it out of the park for you. Sometimes I don't. Now I will say I'm working on some projects on the corporate side of things that are taking up a lot of my time, and one of them y'all are going to really see and notice, and you're going to really love. Another one, if you live in Fort Myers, you'll see, notice, and love. So, yeah, we've got plans for tomorrow. I need to try and put together stuff for next week. I don't know, like a Legoland day. I need to start making some plans. We'll figure it out. Debbie, you're just to me. Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, with that all said, questions, comments, concerns? Chris says, I have an idea what that is. Well, the Fort Myers thing shouldn't come out of left field. And frankly, the other thing is pretty much related. So, there you go. If you may or may not have an idea of what these things are. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, anything. How we looking, huh? Building heat? We can handle that. This weekend it's getting warm. Okay, tell me that the phone is not listening to me. Literally, I just got a notification. Okay. Admission, desktop wallpaper today, switched to Starship, but like new photo memory, Lake Wales. Like, I start talking about Legoland and my phone tells me about a photo memory of Lake Wales. What? How is that? Tell me this thing is not listening. Priscilla, I saw 50% off on some advertising for Legoland. Did you? But the missus... the wife's a teacher, So I don't know if that means anything cheaper. And I've not bought anything. So does that make me a bad father? I don't know. Andres, what time will it clear on Monday? So I don't know if we've done the model comparison yet. Give me a minute here. What I can try to do, I don't think we have yet. No, that's the short term. All right. So give me a minute. What I'm going to do, this is a graphic. This is definitely a behind the scenes graphic. This is the model comparison, and I'm going to do Sunday. No, we'll do Sunday at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. to Monday at 11 p.m. Sunday 5 p.m., Monday 11 p.m. Sunday 5 p.m., Monday 11 p.m. Hold on. This is the stuff that we do behind the scenes that you have no idea. Sunday at 5 p.m., Monday at 11 p.m. Hold on. Sunday, 5 p.m., Monday, 11 p.m. Save. So what I just did is I updated the individual frames for our model comparison graphic. Sunday, 5 p.m., Monday, 11 p.m. Okay, save. Okay. All right, so now I need to give it a little bit of time to render out everything. And then we can compare the two models. You're asking about, when does the rain end, that sort of thing. I'll be able to get that for you. Just give me a few minutes. All right. Give it a few minutes to render the stuff in the background. Legoland is too pixelated for me. Lord, you're such a nerd. It hurts. Sherry says, Titusville, Mims, Rockledge, Merritt Island, Melbourne, Rockledge, West Melbourne, Port Canaveral needs rain and cooler temps. There's a lot there, Sherry. I would say that what you're looking for is rain and cooler temps. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. All right. So I think that rendered. So now we can go and we can look at it. So this is going to be the model comparison for Monday. All right. So here's. Wait, what time did I set that for? Did I screw that up? Sunday at 5 p.m. Okay, all right, got it. Okay, just making sure. All right. So, Sunday afternoon, maybe a sprinkle or two. You can see overnight, though, the European is wanting to bring in some rains. Some showers on the European on Monday morning. The GFS is a little later, but brings it in. But notice around lunchtime into the afternoon. Both models are pretty wet for us. Both of the models. Right? So, yeah, it looks like the Euro is a little quicker, whereas the GFS is kind of taking its sweet time there afterward. All right, so for Monday morning, we know that showers are coming in. It's just a question of exactly how early, but both models, both the European and the GFS, are showing rains around through the day. Yeah, just kind of depends on which model as far as like the timing of it goes. All right. So that's what we're looking at for now. Okay. So it's 8:36 now. As soon as SpaceX starts their stream, which should be in the next couple of minutes, I will stream it live for you. Okay. So look for that stream coming up here shortly. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I'll see y'all later. Go SpaceX, go IFT3, go Starship. It's our future. And if anybody is curious, the entire Artemis program depends on Starship. So everybody in the country really should want this thing to be successful. because the human landing system is Starship. Okay? Okay. Be good, y'all. Take care.